Hello dear friends, greetings, peace and love from Qatar. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize and regret for not being among you guys as I promised earlier. Due to some unexpected reasons, I had to stay back in Qatar. I was eagerly waiting to meet the great leaders, and I've been in constant contact with the organizers, and I know some great visionaries are present here at the International Model United Nations in Bangkok. Let me begin with introducing myself and my life's mission. Teachers and educators play a very important role in our lives, but we don't realize until we grow up and start working or until we have kids. I am Amanat Solanki, founder of Mission20. There are very traditional relationship between students and teachers in a lot of cultures. Among a very traditional relationship with my school teachers here in Qatar, I had one teacher whose impact is a result of what I could do in life and what I envisioned my life to be. He, with his personal interest in humanity and upliftment of underprivileged villagers of his hometown in India, he taught us to be selfless, live a life of a purpose, leave a legacy with a work which can keep growing to provide to those in need. With our involvement in schools environment and scout activities, we realized at the age of 14 back in 2007 that however, we need to do something bigger, something different, something for others with limited vision and enormous willpower. We started with a journey of forming a youth organization for social responsibility, which is now called Mission20. In these 11 years, we have seen more failures than success, but more contentment than disappointment, because each failure was a learning experience. At this point, I would also like to stress on the importance of like-minded, committed and selfless people who will be ready to stand beside and walk together on this journey. As we started with an unusual way as friends and students, we had seen people joining and leaving, but there were very few who stood by in all conditions, and there are few who formally don't see themselves as part of Mission20, but they have been supporting pillar on every step. This only happens when you show that the mission you are on is a noble cause with a noble impact. As we move forward, we could realize that this mission cannot function as it did while we were in school, college and university. As the world demands and community expects, we should be getting busy in making a career, work on growing ourselves professionally and start trading and all those usual stuff, which is not wrong, but no way we could leave behind 10 years of our struggle and a vision for humanity. We took a bold decision on our 10th anniversary on 20th February 2017 to transform Mission20 into a social enterprise. Right now, after more than a year of being a social enterprise, we have Mission20 Foundation as a non-profit arm and Mission20 Knowledge as the first startup which focuses on organizing non-formal educational programs aiming to create a knowledge-based ecosystem. This conference is an example of our vision under Mission20 Knowledge. Along with that, I'm also working on launching a lifestyle or a clothing brand. Again, it is a social enterprise which aims to support refugees and homeless through 5 selected Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, with every sale of Solanki Peace brand products. Right now, we are far from success, and the hard work and persistence is on. Again, I say, along with the right idea, right plan, we need the right team. Do we know what youth empowerment is? It is the youth that can bring massive change in the society. The world which has started progressing but is still very young, and this young energy is filled among the youth of the world. It is all of us who have to realize this potential and take up the responsibility to do good in the society. Therefore, with that motive, Mission20 has come up with something very interesting. We have recently come up with a volunteer engagement initiative called Goodness Force, and we expect this movement to reach different cities and different countries. Goodness Force is an army of young global citizens with the core motive of youth engagement and promoting goodness. through implementation of the 8 selected Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. As the world's youth population is increasing, it is crucial to train, educate, and mobilize them towards social responsibility at the tender age, with the aim of transforming the world and creating real leaders until 2030. And every one of us should realize that if we want to make things better in the world for ourselves and for others, we'll have to create a wave that strong that it washes away all the dirt the world has been dealing with lately. This wave can only be seen when the youth of the world unites and works towards a positive change. If we expect our future generation to have a good life, we need to make sure that we are also living one. And everything lost needs to be restored as soon as possible, so that even after all these prayers which we are putting forward to change the world, none of them should be left unanswered. We are seeing wars, destruction, communal and religious divide, trade and business mafias playing with the lives of people by big-scale manipulation of food production and agriculture, breach of digital privacy and exploitation, polluting the world with overexploitation of natural resources, and tons of other problems we are facing because the bigger powers want to cash on our helplessness. That's why we need more ethical social entrepreneurs than some of the unethical billionaires. We need more ethical politicians, policymakers and lawmakers to stand against the corrupt world leaders and politicians we have now. We need more ethical teachers and doctors so that we can lay our future and health in their hands. We are seeing a great crisis in youth's engagement in core issues. Many want to live in a fantasy world, ignoring all the issues which are shaping the world and their own future, and all this without them knowing about it. I want all of you to come forward and be part of something great. Let's be a reason for someone's smile. Let's stand with someone who's afraid to face the injustice of the world alone. Let's be support system to our parents, our siblings, friends, neighbors, teachers, strangers, and most importantly to ourselves. And to achieve all these, we'll have to be in this together. We need to tell everybody that no power is greater than the youth power. There is no chance that injustice should get away. We at Mission 20 aim to achieve these goals by employing all the possible resources for the cause. From the team of trainees to the team of professionals, Mission 20 aims to do good in the society. So come forward, be a part of the history so that it betters the future of our children. It's high time that we use the youth energy to move forward in the world of goodness. Join hands with Mission 20 to establish Goodness Force in every part of the world. I know it sounds too much, but nothing is too much when we at least start from somewhere and strategically spread this movement for a common goal of promoting goodness. We have more plans in future in this regard to introducing technology in this movement, but now we start with forming an army of youth, the Goodness Force, and doing anything and everything right in your community to promote your duty towards humanity and goodness. If you're interested, get in touch. All the necessary assistance will be provided. As I end, I wish you a great time in Bangkok with the rest of the International Model United Nations days. Make sure you make most of it, especially building networks. Follow our channel to reach out to me and my team. But before I end, let me ask you a question and a follow-up question. Are we living in the best of times? If not, what are you going to do to make things better around you? This is Amanat Solanki signing off on the behalf of Mission 20 and Solanki Peace. Take care. Goodbye.